Okay guys, welcome. Today's lesson we will create a simple HTML document. Let's begin by creating a folder in which we'll put our application. I create a project folder, right click, new folder. Okay, so project, alright, open, and let's create our first web app. So new folder again, web app 01. Okay, so we're going to put the files for this application into this folder. Now I will launch my IDE. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can also use the Notepad++, but I prefer this one. It's very simple and straightforward. Alright, after launching your IDE, you open to the location where you created your folder. So I'll go to File, Open Folder. Alright, I created my folder on the desktop, so desktop, project, web app 1. I select the web app 1 as my default, select folder. Okay, it's empty. I create my first file, new file, index.html. Alright, the idea is that every browser look out for a particular file and opens when you launch the website. So by standard, a browser looks for the index file to open. Normally this first file is what we call the home page. Okay, so let's begin. Now every HTML document begins by declaring the document type, and by standard is doc type H2O. Now the HTML body that defines the standard for creating web applications states that every HTML document must define the document type as HTML, and this is the standard format. This is a requirement anyway. The next thing is to open the HTML document itself, which is also an HTML tag. So HTML tag, yep. Now my ID automatically types the closing tag for me. Now in HTML, mostly every tag has an opening tag and a closing tag. I chose this ID because it normally does the closing tag for me, so I don't need to type it again. Alright, as we know, HTML documents have two parts. It has a head and the body. The head of an HTML document usually embodies things that we do not see on the browser, apart from the title that appears at the top bar of the browser, and also the icon which appears beside the title. The rest are all things that controls the body of the HTML: meta tags, scripts, CSS, and others. So I'll put in a simple title here. Okay, my web app, I give it that title, so I expect that to be in the browser title. The next thing is to open the HTML body tag. HTML body tag, body. Now the HTML body contains the thing that we actually see on the web page: the images, the text, the videos, anything that we see when we visit website is contained inside the body. For this simple demonstration, I will just type a simple sentence. I am a software developer. Okay, so I expect my browser to display I am a software developer within the browser area or the content area. Then on the title, I am supposed to see my title as my web app. Alright, so that's it. My browser actually automatically saves my files I type. I mean my IDE. So in case you are using an IDE that does not automatically save it, for example, Notepad++ does not automatically save your files for you. So you must remember to save your file. I think Control S mostly is used for saving files on PC. You press the Control key, do not release, then press the S key. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to my folder and see what I have got so far. Alright, web app 1. Okay, I see my index file here. Where is the HTML? Oh yeah, that is the extension. Normally files don't display the extension unless you view it explicitly. But forget about that. Let's launch it in the browser. Okay, it's here. Alright, okay, let me put my code alongside so we can compare and see what's happening. Okay, alright. Okay, now from the browser you can see my web app at the title of the browser, the top bar there. Yeah, and that's exactly what I have in my title, my web app, inside the head of the HTML document, as expected. Now inside the browser area where we normally see our website, I am a software developer, and that is exactly what I type inside the body of the HTML document. So simply, an HTML document begins by declaring the document type as HTML. Then you open the HTML tag. Inside the HTML tag, you define the head of the HTML document and the body of the HTML document. Normally, things within the HTML head do not appear except the title, which appears at the top bar of the browser. Then if you also define an icon down here, it will appear beside the title. And then within the body is where we actually create or design the web pages. This is a very simple demonstration, so I just type in I am a software developer. In our next lessons we will learn how to make good use of the body tag. For now, let's end it here. Thank you.